Good morning, children. Sairam, children. Today I am presenting the chemistry video, which is having chapter 4, carbon and its compounds. And this is the first part. In this chapter, you will learn about carbon and the compounds which are formed by carbon. So first I am giving you the introduction of carbon. What is carbon actually? Carbon is a non-metal. It is having the properties of non-metals like not malleable, not ductile, having dull appearance. These type of non-metallic properties it is having. So carbon is a non-metal. Its symbol is C. Its atomic number is 6. Its electronic configuration is 2, 4. It has 4 electrons in its valence shell. It shares 4 electrons to complete its octet. Thus, the valency of carbon is 4. Children, it should be the valency of carbon. The valency of carbon is 4. All the living things, plants and animals, are made up of carbon-based compounds. So, carbon compounds are also known as organic compounds. Now the next topic is unique property of carbon. Carbon is having two unique properties. First one is catenation and the second one is tetravalency. Now I am explaining these two unique properties. First is catenation. Carbon has a unique property to combine with itself or with other atoms to form long chains. Carbon atoms form very strong covalent bonds which do not break easily, and this long chain formation of carbon, this property is known as catenation. Tetravalency. Carbon has atomic number 6. Its electronic configuration is 2, 4. This I have told earlier also. It requires 4 electrons to complete its octet. It shares 4 electrons and form covalent bonds. The valency of carbon is 4. That is, carbon is tetravalent. Tetra means 4. Valent means valency. Carbon is having valency 4. So, it is tetravalent. Now, because of these two unique properties of carbon, which two unique properties? Catenation and tetravalency. These two unique properties of carbon lead to the formation of a large number of carbon compounds. Now, occurrence of carbon. Where we can find carbon? Carbon occurs in nature in free state as well as in combined state. In free state, it occurs in two forms, mainly diamond and graphite. One more form is there, that is known as Buckminster Fullerene. In combined state, carbon occurs in the form of compounds like CO2, that is carbon dioxide. Carbonates like limestone, marble. Fossil fuels like coal, petroleum. Organic compounds like fats, proteins. And also in wood, cotton, etc. Now the next topic is allotropes of carbon. Children, allotrope word. This allotrope word means the various physical forms in which an element can exist are called allotropes of element. Means carbon. If carbon is present outside, carbon is present everywhere, then it can be present in different forms. And these physical forms are known as allotropes. So, how many allotropes of carbon are present? There are 3 allotropes of carbon: diamond, graphite and Buckminster Fullerene. Now, first I am explaining diamond. It's a colorless, transparent substance. It is the hardest natural substance known. It burns on heating to form carbon dioxide gas and nothing is left behind. It burns it completely. Its symbol is C. Why its symbol is C? Because it is made up of only carbon atoms. The structure of diamond is present here. You can see here what we are having, one carbon atom. This is one carbon atom and it is having four. It is linked with four more carbon atoms in branch structures. Okay, in this way it is formed. So this is having very complex structure. Because of this complex structure only, it is having the hard structure. This is the structure of diamond. And in diamond, now explaining what is it. In diamond, each carbon atom is linked to four other carbon atoms by strong covalent bonds. Diamond is the hardest element known. Its melting point is very high. It does not conduct electricity. Yes, it's a bad conductor of electricity because there are no free electrons in diamond crystal. And you must be knowing this thing as you have learned your chapter electricity, that if any substance is having the tendency of conducting electricity, it should have free electrons. Because carbon is not having free electrons, so it is not able to conduct electricity. Now uses of carbon, where we can use carbon. Not carbon means diamond. It's a form of carbon, but it is diamond. The uses of diamond. Diamond is used to make jewelry. It is also used for cutting marble and also in rock drilling equipments. Diamond is used by eye surgeons as a tool to remove cataract from eyes. Now I am explaining the second allotrope of carbon, that is graphite. It's a grayish black opaque substance. It is soft and slippery to touch. It burns on strong heating and produces carbon dioxide gas. Its symbol is C. Now here you can see the diagram for the structure of graphite, in which carbon, with one carbon atom, three more carbon atoms are arranged in layer form. You can see here this is the layer form of carbon atoms, and this arrangement is of graphite. Each carbon atom in a graphite layer is joined to three carbon atoms by strong covalent bonds to form flat hexagonal rings. These carbon atoms, children, here we should have atoms. These carbon atoms are held together by weak forces. Due to this arrangement, graphite is a soft substance. It is not that much hard as diamond is. Graphite is a good conductor of electricity because of the presence of free electrons in it. Now the uses of graphite. Graphite is used as a lubricant in machines. It is used for making carbon electrodes in dry cells. It is also used for making the core of pencil leads and black paints. Now children, the third allotrope is Buckminster fullerene. It contains 60 carbon atoms which are joined together to form spherical molecules. Its formula is C60. Its shape resembles to football, in which carbon atoms are arranged in hexagonal and pentagonal rings form. It is dark solid at room temperature. It is neither very hard nor soft. It is named after American architect Buckminster Fuller. Now children, after finishing all these topics, the assignment is ready. What type of bonds are formed by carbon? Name the three allotropic forms of carbon. What is meant by catenation? What are the two properties of carbon which lead to the formation of a large number of carbon compounds? And give any two differences between the properties of diamond and graphite. In this way, I am finishing this video now. Thank you. Sairam.